Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Mason's Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of Hofstra softball, Bill Edwards. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Since we last talked, you started conference play, you defeated UNCW twice, then you had the third game rained out, you beat Iona, then you swept Lehigh yesterday. What are your thoughts on the last week or so?
I really like where we are. I like the way we're approaching every game. What I really like is that someone is always picking the team up from the offensive standpoint. It's always been a different player that has sort of lit a fire, and then somebody else comes along and throws some gasoline on it. But I really like that everyone on this team is contributing, pulling people off the bench, contributing. We start Vicky yesterday, and she goes out there and throws a gem. So I really like the attitude. I like our approach. I like that we're not feeling pressured, chasing balls out of the zone, that we're really staying within ourselves and we're letting the game come to us. A lot of times you get anxious to get a base hit or to drive in that run and you leave the zone trying to do it. We're really relaxing the batter's box. I like the way we're attacking it, and everything is going well.
Game one against UNCW, keyed by a Jess Hirschfield grand slam. You win 11-0. This being her 6th year of eligibility, she kind of taking this as a second chance, getting that extra year?
No doubt about it. Absolutely. Every time she steps into the batter's box, it's special for her. She missed last year with an injury, and it only takes an athlete one time to get hurt or to miss time to realize what they've lost and what they have to come back to. And she's motivated. She's tremendously motivated, great work ethic, and it's really showing with the effort that she's putting into this team this year.
And then between conference play and non-conference play in the midweek, do you as a coach kind of change anything, how you form your lineup, who get some playing time here and there?
You know, a lot of coaches do, but once we get going and once we get on a roll, we want to keep that momentum in our batter's box. You know, we don't want to lose any of that lineup. We don't want to lose the players that are in the game. Lose their rhythm and their timing. If we got it going, we're going to stay with what we have going. When things start to go a little bad, a little sour, or we need to adjust or tweak something here, we'll do that. But we like to make sure that all of our players are in the groove, continue with the groove, stay in the rhythm of the game, and hopefully stay on a roll.
Then Iona didn't have the best record coming in, but gave you a scare. Is that a nice test of, it doesn't matter what the record is, come in and play the same way every day?
You know, when you're down 1-0 in the 6th inning, okay, you're going to find out the real character of your team. You're going to find out, okay, we're down. Are they going to start to chase out of the zone? Are they going to feel as though they're the ones that have to get the hit? Are they, is the team going to stay within themselves, as I said before, and let the game come to them? Swing at the good pitches, take the bad pitches in order to get back into the game. And we did that. And that's sign of maturity, a sign of them beginning to understand that they can't leave the zone and they can't do some of the things in a panic mode when we're down late in the game that some other teams would do. And I think the important thing is we didn't feel pressure. We were still relaxed. We still played good defense. We were getting good pitches, and we were able to get the key hits at the right time to win the game.
And someone who hasn't been in the lineup to get key hits, Olivia Galati. She led the conference in batting last year. She doesn't have many at-bats this year. Did you know coming in that you were planning on possibly taking her out of the lineup?
You know, once she hurt her ankle, we didn't want to put her into a situation that would, farther worsen her ankle injury. And what we've done with her is let her pitch her way back into shape and then gradually work her back into the batter's box. And she's been hitting the last couple games. We're trying to get her back into the groove to where she was last year, where she's hitting and pitching and running the bases, which is what she does best. And what I've seen at the plate out of her in the last couple games has been good and positive. And now she needs to get into that rhythm and that routine that all of our other players are in. And it'll probably take her another 3 or 4 games.
But what does it say about your team that even when she wasn't hitting, you had countless people step in her spot, one of the freshmen, someone else getting that opportunity?
Depth. We have depth on this team. We can pull people off the bench in different situations. I went up to 3 players and said, okay, during this situation, I need the 3 of you to be ready to do this, because I'm beginning to understand what they can do best, who would match up, who they would match up against. And now I can sit back and I can pull the right player off of the bench in the right situation to best help the team. And I think that's what we're beginning to figure out is how we're going to best, put all the pieces of the puzzle together.
And yesterday, Victoria Cabral got your first career start in the circle. What do you think of her?
How about that? You know, and it's shutout win, had runners on base in every inning. And all we want to see from a pitcher getting her first collegiate start is how is she going to react to those situations. And she reacted and competed and threw a great game. We played great defense behind her. We got some hits early. We took some pressure off of her by scoring early in the game. But the most impressive thing about her performance yesterday was the way that she continually competed with runners on base and runners in scoring position. And runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs. She really did a really fine job for us yesterday.
Now, what does this do for her confidence going forward?
Yeah, you see, I would hope that she's saying, hey, I can do this, you know, because that's what a coach wants to hear. And you know, but I saw it, okay? So I don't care about her confidence. I don't care what she's thinking. I know what I'm thinking. So now, you know, we just have to keep running her out there, putting her into situations where she can be successful and build her confidence up to where she can go on that mound knowing she can beat anybody.
And this weekend you have your conference home opener against Georgia State, not eligible for the tournament, so one last go-around with them. Last year they had that three-headed pitching monster. It's down to just Caitlin Medlem. What do you see from the Panthers?
You know, they're going to be tough. They're always tough. You know, we've developed a great rivalry with that team. Coach there does a tremendous job. Roger is a great coach, and he's starting to build a real great program. In fact, he's been very competitive for the last, couple of years. They always give us headaches. You know, it's a very competitive matchup. It's a healthy, competitive environment. They're going to come at us, full tilt. We're going to try to answer back and counter punch a little bit, and see if we can, play well again.
Planning for Olivia to go all three?
Don't know yet. We'll just play it by ear. We'll just go game to game, pitch count to pitch count, see how it goes. Hopefully we can score some runs and take a little pressure off of our pitching staff a little bit. But against Georgia State, you never know what's going to happen because it's such a great rivalry.
All right, Head Coach Bill Edwards, thanks for the time.
It's a pleasure.
Hofstra takes on Georgia State this weekend. You can listen to the game through the Pride Zone account. I'm Rob Joyce. Thanks, Hofstra fans, for tuning in to the WB Mason's Coaches Report with Bill Edwards.